We're good. We're live. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Community Roundtable here at Gumdom Entertainment. My name is Juan Paparazzi, joined always by my good, gracious friend, Gumdolph Gray. What is up, Vinny?
Much, man. How are you?
Oh, Vinny, it has been so long. Gosh, when was the last time we did one of these?
It's been a long time ago.
Gosh, it had to have been, what, the spring maybe?
Yeah,
I don't even
somewhere
know.
in there.
Oh my goodness, it's been so long. A lot has happened, folks, since
Yes.
the last time. like a lot of life, a lot of just everything. And this is the first time Vinny and I have gotten together
It's been a
in
while.
some time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm excited. I'm ready to be back. We've got a lot to talk about. Unfortunately,
yeah, the game we were gonna play is gone for now.
Got slapped with the Call of Duty update. You know what? I will say though, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has been awesome. Has been awesome.
I will say, other than the campaign, it is nice to have a Call of Duty for me to enjoy again.
Didn't even touch the campaign, Vinny. Didn't
Didn't
even do it.
I don't. I get what they went for. I just didn't like it. That's just my personal opinion. I think the zombie mode's great. The multiplayer is way more functional than the past few Call of Duties, in my opinion. We were talking about it earlier. Kenyon was in the shop with me. We were talking about it, and for how long it's been since a Call of Duty's been on the Game of the Year nominee list, if it's on this one, I don't expect it to win, but I wouldn't be against it being on the list.
Yeah.
It's grabbed the attention of so many people like me that just haven't played Call of Duty in years because they just fucking hate it. They keep pushing Warzone, and Warzone I think is the worst thing they ever did. I hate that.
But you know what?
But
you know what, Vin?
it works.
It's free. It's free to people.
It is.
Warzone's free. That's why they do it.
It is.
And they make the money on the Game Pass.
My only complaint is, like, right now we can't play it because instead of giving it its own goddamn launcher that's included in the Call of Duty launcher, and that's 40 gigs of space on my hard drive that I no longer get to use for anything that's actually important.
Yeah, you know what? That was my biggest complaint about the older Call of Duties. We're not talking 360 era, but the ones, I would say, when they first released the first Modern Warfare, and it seemed like every single time I turned on my PlayStation, it was like, you have a 70 gigabyte update that you need to free up. And that was annoying. But I will say, let's talk about Black Ops 6 right quick.
Okay.
Because this is something that we have been putting a lot of time into. And I know you weren't sold on it at first, but I think one of the biggest power moves that Call of Duty did, or Xbox I should say did, was buy Call of Duty, because now it's on Game Pass for free. And that's how I've been playing it, is on Game Pass, which has been phenomenal.
And not just that, but it also led to the game actually selling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people played it on Game Pass and then they just bought it. They didn't care, they just bought it.
I would say my favorite Call of Duty of all time, it's a toss-up, because MW2 on 360, I dumped a lot of hours into that one. The first Black Ops, the second Black Ops, dumped a ton of time into those. So I would say it's a top-up between the three. I've always been a big fan of the Black Ops series, but I will say, coming back to this one, they did so many things right that I was just so mad about in Modern Warfare 3. Like, I thought of the whole, you got to use this weapon and this attachment in order to unlock the weapon you really want. You got to do these challenges to unlock. That. Oh, it was awful. And a lot of them didn't even make sense. And I didn't put a lot of time into it. And you know what else I fucking hated, Vinny? I hated having to sift through 18 menus just to get to where I needed to get to. I just want to go in, click multiplayer, find a match, and go. I don't want to have to, like, go through 8 different tiers of, just to get to feel confirmed,
Yeah.
So they cleaned it up a lot in Black Ops 6. I'm glad that they finally just said, hey, you know what? Grind it out. The higher your levels get, you're going to unlock the weapons as they come. There's no shenanigans of, if you use, freaking sticky bombs or frag grenades, you'll unlock this one, laser for your SMG.
Yeah, it's attachable to all of them.
Yeah, I'm just glad they got rid of that. It's just been nice. So, I got my first gold gun.
Nice.
Was it last week? I really grinded out with the C9. Been having a lot of fun with the SMGs. I spent a lot of time on Nuketown. Just trying to get the kills and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Nuketown. I always liked Nuketown. Why did it not? Okay. This is actually pretty hard.
What are you doing?
So they added the final new level for Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's by far, like, out of all the mechanics they choose, this is my least favorite one. It's always the goddamn, the monkey, the climbing, where you have to, like, tilt the goddamn controller. It just never fucking works right.
You know what, Vin? Let's pivot to Astrobot, because when that game came out, you were singing its praises.
I love this game. I still think this game is Game of the Year.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think if you want to talk about true shocker of the year, it's this game. Because everyone's like, why? And I'm like, it's such a small AAA dev team with a low budget that made one of the best platformers other than Mario in, like, 20 years. It's fun. Like I said, other than this monkey crap, I hate this. I always hated this. Like, it just doesn't. It just doesn't work.
I remember when it first came out, though. Like, as the PS5 seller.
Oh yeah.
You know, it came with every game. You know, every
that
PS5
demo?
it had. It was great.
And
now look what it's evolved to.
Yeah, they actually get a game series out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Try a different tactic this time. But yeah, this is definitely my game of the year. But I can name a bunch of games that are also just well deserving of the title.
Yeah.
Stellar Blade was great. Silent Hill 2 was great. Final Fantasy Rebirth was great. Pal World, dude, I've been addicted to that stupid game now. That game's a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know what game I just finished up that I really thoroughly enjoyed, and it kind of revigorated my love for this series, was Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
I have not played that one yet.
It was, if you played Breath of the Wild and you liked kind of that free roam, like if you can think it, you can do it kind of mentality, you'll like Echoes of Wisdom. It basically is like Pokemon meets Zelda.
Yeah.
So basically you kill enemies in the game, and when you kill them for the first time, you have a chance to learn their echo. And then you can basically like conjure up that enemy to help you out, and they'll fight for you. But they also have like dual abilities. So like, for example, you may have like a spider that you can have actually fight for you, but then you can like throw the spider out and it'll create a web that you can climb and platform with, which is really cool. And then, you know, just the different combinations of, you know, elements and that kind of stuff. It was actually very, very fun, and the story was good. The story's good. You play Zelda, which I was like, all right, whatever. You play Zelda, and no problem with that. But I don't know. Just it was an easy play. I will say that easy play, fun time. Kind of a mix of Breath of the Wild meets Link's Awakening, which was cool. So definitely, I think I had like probably close to 40 hours. Like, I did everything, and that's how I know I was like in deep. Like, I got every heart container. Like, I did all the side missions, side quests. Yeah, I was in deep, but you know what? Got my money's worth out of it.
That's where I'm at with Pal World. Like, I am now 30 hours deep into that game, and I'm like, everybody knows my new thing is the PlayStation account number and platinums and all that. And it's got my attention, man. Like, if you played Pokemon Arceus or like Pokemon, like, I don't care what Nintendo says, Pal World's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, I could argue that it I think it made the Pokemon Company wake up about the games and step their goddamn game up. Because Pokemon, the last one, it was fun, but there were so many things I could say about it that I just disliked. That Pal World did, and I was like, yep, they did it better.
Yeah.
So hopefully the next Pokemon game is what I expect it to be.
You know what's game I'm looking at right now on Game Pass that I'm like, this game just looks beautiful, but I know nothing about it. Is Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars is phenomenal.
I have not played it, but I'm just looking at the screenshots of like the turn-based combat here, and it just like it's
very
beautiful.
Chrono Trigger, old '90s RPG esque. I believe the guy that made the music for Chrono Trigger made the music for the game. He did something for the game. I don't remember what. I think it was the music.
Yeah,
But that game it was a sleeper at first, but now everybody kind of knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it came out, I forgot what came out at the time, but there were like some AAA games that everyone was talking about, and it kind of got overshadowed a little bit.
Yeah.
And then people finally started playing it after the Game Awards that year because it won like Best RPG or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, "Damn, this game is great." And I'm like, "Yeah, you see what happens when you try new things instead of just playing the same shit over and over again."
So, Vinny, great pivot point here, because you mentioned it earlier. You've been going through and you've been doing this platinum challenge where you got what, 160 now or something like that, close to it. 181 games platinum. And I gotta ask you, because I was going through PlayStation games with Riker today, and of course he stopped on this one.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you about Squirrel with a Gun.
Squirrel with a Gun's amazing.
What?
It's Goat Simulator, but you're a squirrel with a gun. It's amazing. I platinum that shit. That shit was awesome.
He was like, "Dad, Squirrel."
You want to talk about
I was like,
indie game of the year? There's your winner.
So give me the rundown, dude. What is Squirrel with a Gun?
You played Goat Simulator, right? Or you know what Goat Simulator is?
No, I know what it is, but I have not played it.
It's that. You're basically there is a story, unlike Goat Simulator, there is a story to Squirrel with a Gun, not just being a menace to society.
Yeah.
So you're a squirrel. I have a feeling they're not done with it because they don't really explain what the squirrel really is. Mm-hmm. I think it's a science experiment gone wrong. That's why that's why the FBI is after you.
The depth of the lore.
But you're literally this little fuzzy squirrel. You go around collecting golden acorns that the FBI is like holding that they don't want you to have. You fight. The first boss is a giant military tank. That was fun and interesting.
Yeah.
The final boss is an attack military grade chopper. And you just run around this world as a squirrel, and you can pick up random multiple guns. Like there's rocket launchers, grenade launchers, pistols, SMGs, and you basically just pick a fight with the FBI. That's all you do. You can rob citizens by sticking them up. You just point the gun at them, and they drop golden acorns for you. You can run them over with a little RC car. You can blow them up with rockets. You can do whatever you want. It's just one of those open sandbox games where it's like, do whatever you want. We don't really care.
Wait, so when you stick them up, what do they do?
They put their hands up, they start shaking, and then they drop a bunch of acorns, and then they run away.
Do you remember in Metal Gear Solid 2 when you could stick up guards?
Yep.
And they would do that shake, and then they would drop their dog tag. Is it kind of like
it's
that?
It's pretty much that, yeah.
Um,
I beat that level by the way. This game's 100%.
Oh my goodness!
Trying to find it. So they added one of the guys from Destiny, one of the main guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they added, I think it's supposed to be the CEO of PlayStation is the other one. But this update was cool. They added so many bots to newer games that deserve it. Like Stellar Blade, they added Eve. They added the main character. She's an Astrobot now. The Helldivers are an Astrobot now. Kai Kiske is an Astrobot now. And he's literally, if you get the weapons out of the machine, him and Soul will start fighting.
That's cool.
Again, I just can't stress this game is game of the fucking year to me. They did everything right.
Yeah.
All the references. Playing this game, I almost started crying because you're finding the bots, and I'm sitting here going, I played that game 20-something years ago as a kid, and I remember everything about it like it was yesterday. It just made me feel so much joy that this development team can recognize how important the history of a company is. And they included everything and went out of their way to get characters that I didn't like. They must have paid to be able to use Crash and Spyro because they're in here, and that's not a Sony property anymore. There's characters from other like the Yakuza games, all sorts of stuff, and I'm just like, dude, I played every one of these games. Everything in here I have played, except for there was like one character that I didn't know, and I looked it up, and it's an old PS1 game, and I'm gonna probably play it.
Yeah.
I'm just like I was so happy with this game. This game brought me joy.
You know, and as gamers in our 30s, it's very rare when games really strike us like that.
Because like
it's pretty cool when it does.
To be honest, like I talk to people in the store, I'm like, dude, we've witnessed everything. We've played everything, every idea that's pretty much ever come out. No, not that new games aren't good, but how many new games come out that are brand new ideas that shock us?
Yeah, you know what I'm
Go ahead.
I'm getting kind of like, and I know they've pretty much done a lot of every game concept out there, but you know what's getting real frustrating? These re-releases and these remasters that keep coming out. Dude, like they did Horizon Zero Dawn remastered.
The only thing that backed them up on that from not making me mad is if you own the original game, it's only $10.
Yeah.
But even then, I was like, you could have let this team make something. I know it wasn't the team that made the game; it was some new company that redid it, and they did a phenomenal job. By the way, the game is beautiful. It looks better than Forbidden West does. Like that new Nixxes company. Dude, give them a game to work on. They're like Blue Point. They're amazing. They know what they're doing.
Those games never looked terrible at all. They were always beautiful and gorgeous games. So I can't imagine. I haven't looked at what the remaster looks like.
It's
but
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I gotta ask you, dude, because I think I saw it today. Did they come out with a Lego Horizon?
Yep. Guess who owns it? Guess who's gonna play it?
Yeah, I knew it. I saw it, and I was like, "Yeah." Well,
guess what game was my favorite PS4 game? Close second.
Came out with a Lego version.
Close second is Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm happy they finally announced the goddamn sequel for that one.
Yeah, it was a Ghost of
Yotai. Yokai or something. It looks phenomenal. What else? I guess on like the 3rd of October, there's going to be this big thing where Sony is going to talk about the next batch of like AAA single player games that are coming out next year. I'm excited to see what's
December.
Yeah, like I'm excited to see what they're actually planning on releasing instead of just all these. Hey, we're making these games and we're not telling you like anything about them. Deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in what Microsoft is going to do after the thing Phil Spencer just talked about with there's no red line there's no line they won't cross. They'll put a game on anything that'll make them money. I think that's interesting. Because he brought up Halo and it's up in the air. He said it's up in the air that Halo will come to PS5 next year. And I'm like, dude, I know Xbox people don't want to hear it, but if they do that, Microsoft will make so much money.
Yeah.
I had to explain it to someone. They're like, what do you mean? And I go, think about the true fanboys that only play on one platform, right? They've never played Halo. And they know that Halo is like the number one Xbox game, right?
Yeah.
What's going to stop them from spending $70 on Halo?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have not played a Halo seriously since probably 4.
And that also brings up, like, Gears of War could come over. And I'm like, how much money they'll make off of that one if they decide to do that. Microsoft and they made some dumb decisions. Everyone has, Nintendo and Sony included. But Microsoft has seen the bigger picture of not everything needs to be a console exclusive or platform exclusive game. And it's proven that they'll make more money. I mean, that's why, Capcom and all them don't make many console exclusive games anymore.
Yep.
Everyone's like, well, then why do you play PlayStation? I like the trophy system. I think PlayStation's trophy system is what has me addicted. I like the trophy system.
Yeah.
That's really all it comes down to.
You know what's funny though is like back in the day when I was a young lad.
Oh, I was all about achievements.
I was addicted to the achievements.
Yep.
I loved the achievements, and I thought the trophy system was fucking weak.
I did too.
Now it's like
I think what got me is they made this new like overlay thing for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I get satisfaction out of when you get a platinum and that specific sound effect comes up, and you just feel good. Like, it makes that weird specific shing sound, and I'm like, dude, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
But the only thing about platinuming games, like, people are like, what? And I'm like, the thing is, once I platinum something, if it's not a multiplayer game, I'm probably never going to play it again.
Yeah.
Because
It's done.
there's nothing for me to do again. I don't replay games unless they're, like, from the PS2 era or any of that stuff. Because I still play PS2 games.
Mm-hmm.
There's still PS2 games I'm finding out about now that I didn't know existed.
I'm trying to think of a game that I have played multiple times that I would go back
Psyops.
to. Psyops.
You can't tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You know what? Honestly, though, you bring up a good point. PS2 era games. I will go back and play those games over and over and over again. Like, I'm just thinking, like, my Psyops, probably Metal Gear Solid 2, Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, Final Fantasy X is another one. Like, that game still holds up.
Like Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Like, there are so many of those games I would go back and play again.
And there's some other, like the PS3. Every year I go back and I play Lollipop Chainsaw. I always have to play Lollipop Chainsaw once a year. They remade it. Yeah. I don't have it yet. I'm still waiting for it to get here, but I heard it's not as good as the original.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested if I'm going to keep playing the original every year and not the new version, or if they fix it.
Did you play Cookie Cutters?
Not yet. I see it on sale all the time, but I haven't bought it yet just because of how much, just the sheer amount of stuff that I have already.
Mm-hmm. I think I scooped it up for like $5.
Yeah, that's usually, it goes on sale for like $4.99 every now and then.
Yeah, and it's definitely worth it. It's a Metroidvania, hand-drawn, kind of like that Lollipop Chainsaw. It's got some very crude humor in it.
So much fun. Shit, all the games that guy makes are like that. No More Heroes and Killer 7 and Killer is Dead. All those games are like that.
Mm-hmm.
They just redid Shadow of the Dam too, which I'm kind of interested in. That's the one where the gun would talk shit to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'd like call you an idiot if you missed or said you suck. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. It'd make fun of you the whole time.
Yeah. We need more unique, interesting concepts of games. You know?
Yeah.
You mentioned Gears of War earlier. So I told you I got a haul at Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
I picked up like 3 games for like $26 total. Picked up Outriders for $6, Sonic Frontiers for $10, and Dead Island 2 for $10. And I started playing Outriders, and it's like Gears of War meets just like your looter shooter. You know what I mean? So kind of like maybe like Borderlands kind of deal, maybe Mass Effect, but it's got like the cover system of Gears of War where you like can roadie run and all that good stuff, and shift from cover to cover. Pretty cool. I'm only like maybe a half hour into the first part.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really gotten much anywhere, but supposedly it's like a looter shooter. You know, where you
I remember when it came out,
gear and stuff. So
the thing is, when it came out, I was gonna play it, but then nobody seemed interested in it, so I kind of skipped it.
You know who loves it is Reggie.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
One second, he loves
those games.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, well, next time I get on, we'll have to play. But he loves it. But you know what? Getting on to the second game I picked up, Sonic Frontiers.
Mm-hmm.
That game is
Sonic
awesome.
Frontiers was pretty good.
Just such a like, what a like way out there different Sonic. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, and I don't know. Like I just really enjoy just running around at the speed of sound. You know.
Running around.
Like
Please don't sue me for quoting the song.
And the fact that you can like pick up different songs as you're like running around too, and like have a playlist going, that's really cool. Like from all eras of Sonic. I don't know. The story seems all right. You know. My son has been playing it with me too, and he never wants me to turn in the hell are the little guys called? Um,
Oh, the fucking
the little the
how are
little
they?
chibi looking
Yeah,
dudes. You
chows.
know
The
what I mean?
chows.
Yeah. Never
I think
wants me
that's
to
what they're
turn them
called.
in. Yeah. And because he likes just when you stop, they all just pop up around you. So
Chows.
it's been fun. I haven't tried Dead Island 2, but I hear that one's good.
Dead Island
Um,
2 was. I played it by myself, so my opinion is very different from everyone that played it with their friends. It was actually pretty goddamn hard playing it by
yeah.
myself. Um, because
would you?
the way the
Would
leveling,
you?
so the world scales to your level,
Hmm.
and by scale I mean the enemies are always going to be like 2 levels higher than you.
Yeah.
And my god, were the bosses frustrating alone.
Would you be interested in doing a playthrough on PlayStation? Like, would
Oh
Eric be
yeah,
around too? Has he done it?
I don't think he's played Dead Island 2. I can ask him.
We should
I'd be
we
doing.
should
I'd
do a
play it again.
little Dead
Because
Island
like I
2.
said, my experience was playing it alone, and that experience. I mean, the game was fun, but that experience kind of sucked.
Because
It's
isn't
not
there
like
4 classes, like
yeah,
4 different characters in the bag?
it's not like the first game where you can play it by yourself and just have a blast. It just doesn't work because of the way the world scales.
Uh huh.
Um, but I didn't hate it. I still think even playing it by myself and the problems I did have, I still thought it was like a 7.5 out of 10. It was still pretty solid.
It'd
I'll
probably be
say
more
it was
fun with
better than Dying
friends.
Light 2. Dying Light 2 actually made me fall asleep. I was very disappointed with that game.
I like Dying Light, the first one. The first one was good.
Because the second one, to me, um, the second one just felt like more of the same to me. I just
Hmm.
was like, this is boring.
I remember playing Dead Island 1 in college and being so into it. Like, just I was in deep. You know what I mean. I freaking looked for the best weapons, level up everything, whatever. I remember like having dreams about being in Dead Island. I'm like, fuck, man, I must be. I mean, I grinded that game, and I was like, fuck. Like,
I
I
won't
remember
say I
telling this.
got that deep into it, but I really did like the first game.
Hmm. So I would definitely be down to do a run, especially if we can get 4 people. Um,
Shit.
you know, to do it, me, you, Eric, and
Um,
then I don't know, somebody else.
I'm pretty sure I still have my save file. I don't delete save files just in case people want to play stuff. Like my buddy Sega, we call him Sega Sean. I think you met Sega Sean, the Drizzler.
Yes, I think
Um,
so.
I played it with him for a little bit, and then he got stuck. Then forget what happened. We just never played it again. That was the
Yeah.
end of my multiplayer bout with that game.
Hmm.
Better fuck off, you little bird! I'm gonna kill you. Warned you.
Yeah, I just remember the first one was Sam B. Hoodoo, you voodoo bitch.
Voodoo, voodoo, bitch. Um,
Um,
but it was like I said, I'm down to play that again.
yeah, I've never played it. I have it. I bought it for $10. I need people to play it. We can make that happen. That'd be cool. Oh, come on. There we go. I had to switch my controller here real quick because the battery's died. Um, yeah. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, so I told Cole and Vinny this, or not Cole and Reggie this. I think I'm gonna be getting back into MK
Yeah,
because did you watch the Ghostface trailer?
yeah, it was pretty sick.
Dude, he looks awesome, and the fact that there's multiple Ghostface paying homage to the movies, kind of psyched for it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be playing that. I have to do
Wrong
the.
button.
I just bought the Chaos Realms or Chaos Reigns DLC because it was like 35% off. So I got it for like $30 or something like that, as opposed to 50.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll be going through that at some point. Did you play it?
I have not yet. No, I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah,
At the time,
mean,
that was when I was honest with people, and I was kind of falling off fighting games.
yeah,
Um, I've gone back a little bit. I've been enjoying playing the backlog and just playing
yeah.
playing everything that just for some reason decided to skip, and I don't quite understand why I did. It was kind of stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and even like I said, like I told you all the games I bought in the last month,
Mm-hmm.
a lot. And I've enjoyed every one of them I've put in. The only thing I didn't, so I will be upfront about this. So the boxing game came out.
Yeah, let's talk about Undisputed. So they just released a patch, an interim patch that
So
supposedly fixed a lot of stuff,
so
and I guess in December they're going to be fixing a majority of the problems.
I am
But I
willing to
haven't bought it
give
yet.
the game a chance again down the road because right now it is terrible.
Yeah,
The
I
AI,
well,
like online is a mess. It's always going to be a mess. It's not Fight Night. It's a different kind of game.
hmm
The AI, so you could throw 100 right hooks to the AI's head, and 9 times out
hmm
of 10, it tries to block a body shot that's never coming. So if you lose, you suck at that game. You just suck at that game.
yeah,
I was like playing through it, and I sat down and I was like, this is probably the most disappointed I've been like in a few years now with a game. Because I was
yeah.
excited. Everyone knows I was excited. I'm like, dude, I've been waiting for a good boxing game to come out. I'm like, this is it. This is gonna be the one.
I think it
Um,
could be great
it
though.
could be with them if they stick to their guns and they actually fix things.
Yeah, I
But
think it
they
definitely.
have to fix the stuff.
Yeah, I think they are determined and motivated to do so. Because I've watched a lot of the streams that these guys are playing, and there's a guy I can't remember what the hell. I think it's like it's not Proteus. It's something Prod X or something like that. I
Yeah.
think he's been playing it pretty nonstop, and I think he's one of the testers for it and whatnot. So I've been watching a lot of his videos, and like you could go in there and just freaking spam power punches, but if you have somebody in there that like knows what they're doing, like
Mm-hmm.
the power punches are shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're committed to fixing it.
Oh, they are. What's up, Jay?
So I'm probably gonna give it maybe after the holiday season before I get it. Like if I don't get it for Christmas, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, down the
Maybe I'll go for it.
road, I am willing to give that game another fair shot. Just
Yeah.
right now, with the state that it's in, I'm just
hmm
not. I'm not feeling it. Feel it. I
Yeah, that's
was. I was
understandable.
just like, I'll wait. Like I traded it back in. I got my full value for it, like usual.
hmm
And I was like, when it gets down the road and they start updating it and changing things, I'll give it another shot. But right now, it's not it.
What was a wild thing for me though about that game is I looked at it and I go, why the fuck is it $80? And it was the deluxe edition that I was
Yeah.
looking at or whatever. And I was like, I'm not justifying $80 to play this game or whatever. And then I saw that it was 60, and I'm like, maybe. But then I did some digging online, and they were like, yeah, just wait till they fix some of this stuff, and then it'll be good, because it does look fun.
Oh, it's fun. So I will say, like the
Do they have
multiplayer.
commentators? Do they have commentators in it?
Yeah,
Because I don't think I've ever heard anybody saying anything in that game.
yeah. There's commentators.
Oh, okay.
So the thing with the multiplayer aspect, that is the fun part. Like I was talking to Armin
hmm
about it. He's like, "So what's it like?" I go, "So the online multiplayer couch co-op is fun if you're just interested in doing the good old stand and bang
Yeah.
because you can just throw punches all day long until someone drops and you just laugh about it and you're having a good time. If you're
hmm
looking for a serious boxing game, that's not it. Right? You go
Yeah.
online and it's just people with inflatable tube arms and just weird shit. It's kind of funny. It's like Street
hmm
Fighter 6 all over again.
Yeah.
Um, but to people that wanted that serious boxing game, give it some time.
Yeah.
When they fix it, it'll be. It's just I was looking more for I wanted this to be the next fight night or to spark another fight night, and it didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because Fight Night Champion, I still think Fight Night Champion is the best boxing game that's ever been made.
Yep. I have it.
That's
I have
up
it on my
there.
Xbox.
Some of the old Knockout King games are really good. There's some that are trash. There's some boxing games that are pretty bad. But I was just hoping it'd inspire, another fight night, but that's EA and they don't believe in it, so
Yeah.
apparently they're making another skate game, but I've yet to see anything else on that subject.
Yeah.
I'd die for another skate game. I loved Skate 3. I played so much of that stupid game.
Skate was super fun. What a it's like that era. So like I feel like Fight Night, like round four, Fight Night Champions, and Skate all came out around the same time, and they were just like, you know what? Let's use the right stick for everything.
Yeah, and it worked.
And it worked so good. You know? Like I prefer the controls of Skate versus Tony Hawk. And some people might think I'm crazy, but I feel like I'm actually like doing more
Oh, and Skate?
when I'm playing Skate.
Yeah, well, you're actually you're controlling the board. You're dictating what way the board's going to spin, what trick's going to come out of that board.
Yeah.
The only things that have come close, but they weren't, in my opinion, as good. I tried Skater XL. It was fine. I tried Sessions. That game sucks.
Yeah.
Skater XL felt more authentic. But it wasn't Skate. There was just something about it where it just you could feel it, and you're like, there. As good as this game is, there's still something's off with this game. Something's not right.
You try Skatebirds?
No, I did not try Skatebirds because I saw reviews, and I guess it's fun for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, yeah, I'm over this.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
That's a novelty.
Yeah. That's a game that you're sitting down with your friends, you're having a few drinks, and you're like, let's play the game with the little dove on the skateboard, and everyone laughs, and you play it, and you're like, that was fun, and then you move the fuck on.
Yep.
It's not terrible. It's not a terrible game by any means, but definitely nothing special.
Yeah.
Although I will say it was a funny idea. Like when you fall in that game, you just see this little chickadee tumbling. It's kind of funny. It's entertaining.
Oh man.
But I could name a bunch of other games that you could play for more entertainment than, unless you get it for $1 when it goes on sale. That's different.
Yeah.
Jay, how are you? And Jay, what's your favorite game you've played so far that came out this year? And we talked about
Jay's in the chat.
And we talked about Mario. We talked about Mario and Luigi yesterday. That game's actually pretty solid.
Oh, is that the Brotato chip one?
Yeah, the Brotato chips.
Yeah, whatever it's called. What is it called?
Brothership.
Brothership.
For as long as it's been since they've made one of those, I did like it. It was.
Did you beat it?
No, I have not beaten it yet. I've been working through it. So it's one of the jokes that I crack now because everyone knows about the PlayStation stuff. And I'm like, yep, it gives me a reason to turn my Nintendo Switch on this year.
Dude, I have been having a blast with my Switch.
Well, I'm probably going to play the Zelda game now that I've heard enough people tell me it's actually worth it.
Yeah, Vinny, you will enjoy it.
Because that was my biggest fear with that game. I was like, it's not because you play as Zelda or any of that. I'm just like, I didn't care for Link's Awakening that much.
Yeah, no, it's better.
Chat. We're in a Kenyan server in the multiplayer chat.
It is. You will really like it because combine a lot of different echoes and stuff like that to get around stuff, and then I'll admit there were some parts where I'm like, why the fuck can't I do this? And then I'm like, what if I do this? Just off the wall shit, and I'm like, that worked.
That worked.
Okay. That makes sense. Now that I've done it,
Yeah.
What's up, Jay?
Hello?
What's up?
There he is. Jay Diorno joins the chat.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's going, my friend. Been a long time.
Yes, it has.
Been a long time. What have you been playing lately?
Uh, I'm in a similar boat to Vinny. I've just been working through my backlog so far. Mostly just older games, grinding out
Just a,
achievements in Dishonored right now.
dude, it feels good going through the backlog. I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie, feels real good.
Yep. All
You
those
said,
Steam summer sales were worth it.
yep, exactly. You said you're going through Dishonored right now.
Yeah, just grinding out. I got the no kill run. I'm doing the ghost run right now.
Nice, dude.
Uh, I like quick save,
Yeah,
my friend.
I think they're all on Game Pass. I've never actually given the Dishonored games a shot. So,
They're pretty
but I've heard
solid.
phenomenal things. So,
The only one I
Hmm.
didn't play would be the one weird shoot off game. Forget what it was called. Came out after two. Forget
No,
what it's
I
called.
only know about one and two.
There's that
Those are
weird
pretty.
third game. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up.
let me look right now. I'm on Game Pass.
It might have been DLC too. Death of the Outsider.
Oh,
Uh,
It was like
well, so I got
it was like a shoot off game.
there is Dishonored Definitive Edition, Dishonored 2, Dishonored Death of an Outsider, and then it looks like Dishonored 2 Imperial Assassins Pack. Yeah, I'll have to give them a run.
They're fun.
yeah,
There's
they're
like a
worth it.
there's so many different ways you can play those games.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be aggressive, you can be a pacifist, you can just be a stealthy assassin, you can be just a straight up get in your face murderer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mhm.
You said you did a no kill run,
Yes, that was.
so you
Uh,
just so wait, so like you just snuck past everybody, or like was it like
uh,
pacifying people?
yeah, you have sleep darts, and you can also, if you are right behind them and they have not been alerted to you, you can knock them out. But that takes 2 seconds, and you have to hide the body.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's takes a long time because you're just ferrying bodies back and forth.
Yeah.
But luckily, the first power you get is a short range teleport,
Mm.
and you need it. You very much
This
need
is
it.
this is the first Dishonored.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I one of the first games I played through on my backlog was BioShock Infinite,
Oh,
and
yeah.
boy was I glad I did because I loved the
Yeah.
first two games, and I just always saw Infinite. And I was like, what's not in Rapture? Why am I gonna play this game? You know?
So a lot of
And
people hated that
I'm
game when it
glad
came out.
I'm glad I did because I played the DLC too, and spoilers. It answers a lot of questions, which is cool.
Hmm.
So
I
I
never
was
played through the DLC.
yeah, I was I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went
Yeah.
through
I don't know.
so for a period of time I having moved to Florida, I was still not employed, so I had a lot of time to play some games and stuff like that. I played through a bunch of games I never thought I would. I went through the first Mafia game. I went through um, I think it was Tales of Kendara Zao or something like that. It was a new
Yeah,
Metroidvania
you were
game that
telling me
came
about
out.
that one. I still have to play that.
That one was good. I don't think what else I went through. I don't know. I was like on a mission where I was like, I'm not starting a new game until I finish this one. You know, and it felt good. It felt good to actually like start knocking off some of these games.
Hmm.
And then Call of Duty came out. And
Yeah.
that's where I've been the last couple weeks. So I'm trying to think what other upcoming games are coming out that you guys are excited for.
Silk Song whenever that happens.
Oh yeah, Silk Song.
That poor game, dude.
Where is this?
The meme will never get old. Silk Song is never coming out.
It's on a milk carton.
Have
Nobody
you seen?
can find it. Have you seen this game? Somewhere
Have you
in
seen this
the
game?
backyard of a county out in Minnesota.
You know, a game got some steam coming now. Finally, after 3-4 years, Serial Killers.
Yeah, dude, I
Coming
got
out.
so excited when they tweeted. I was like, dude, it's still alive.
It's happening.
It's still alive. I want to play as Tony the Tiger and Fruit Loop Sam, whatever his fucking name is.
I want to play
Oh.
as what the hell is it? The fucking
The Cocoa Puff Bird.
yeah, the crazy
the
psycho.
Asylum
Oh.
jacket. Dude, Apple and Jack look awesome.
Or I want to play as the Lucky Charms guy.
Yeah, the little gremlin leprechaun.
Yeah,
Dude, it's so cool that that's still going. Like they didn't just get permanently rejected.
yeah. Didn't you? Weren't you on the Kickstarter for it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave them some money. One of the last Kickstarters I ever did. I don't trust Kickstarter anymore.
Well, after you got burned by that,
Dude, fucking
what was
Mighty
that?
number
Like
9.
Bloodborne? No.
Oh.
The Bloodborne fighting game that
Oh,
I think it was Jay. Was it me and you that were?
Umbral Core.
Oh, Umbral Core, yeah.
Those poor
Yeah.
bastards, dude.
Yeah, they brought that demo.
Still
Yeah.
have it.
and we-
Soul Blast, Soul
Soul
Blast.
Shocker. I still have it. I backed it
Yeah.
up to a hard drive so they couldn't take it away from me. So
Oh,
I
man.
have the demo for a game that's never going to come.
Soul Blast. Because
Soul
yeah, wasn't it
Blast.
me and you, Jay? Or maybe
It
it was
was
me and
one.
Anand.
It was one character. That's all they
Yeah.
ever got done.
And he only had like a few normals and just
Yeah, and a fire.
It was like
Fireball
three-
and DP.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna play the shit out of that game because they had some cool characters.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think what other cool games are coming out that I'm psyched for. Did you guys play what's the new Dragon Age game? Veilguard?
Yeah, I didn't play it. There's been a lot of mixed reviews now, and I'm just like, I guess the thing with that game, I never liked Dragon Age, to be honest with you.
I like the first one.
It just wasn't a game for me. And this new one, I
Mhm.
guess, they're like, yeah, if you didn't like those and Inquisition, you're just going to hate this one too. I was like, alright, I'm just not going to waste my time. Then.
Yeah.
You know, I usually like to give those kind of games a shot because I love the whole medieval stuff, but if people are telling me no, I'm going to actually listen for once.
Yeah.
Because every time I don't listen, I get even more pissed off and disappointed.
You know what we need is a new Mass Effect game. Didn't I hear that they're starting development or something like that? For new
Yeah,
Mass
they're
Effect?
like working on a concept.
We need a new one.
I just hope if they do it, they don't screw it up again.
Yeah, man. Go back to circa 2010, something like that. When
Yeah.
no, it wasn't 2008 maybe
It was
when
like
the first Mass
08.
Effect came out. Man, those were some good times. My only disappointment though, had the same character for the first 3 games. Rolled the same
Yeah.
character over and over. And then the
Commander
first
Shepard.
time, the first time I played through 3, and the ending was just like, yeah, no matter what choice you make, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that
I was
pissed
so
everybody off.
disappointed.
Oh,
And then
It-
they went back and fixed it, but the damage was already done at that point. I was like, fuck.
Dude, they upset everybody with that one. I remember that.
Yeah.
What do you mean my choices don't matter? They don't matter. I'm like, oh,
I've literally had the same character for 3 games, and you've rolled the story over for 3 games, all the choices I've made, and then it doesn't matter at the end, no matter what. I made my Commander Shepard look like the douchiest douchebag, though. He had like a high flat top with like a handlebar mustache. I'm just like,
It's awesome.
I was like, this is my Commander Shepard. This is him.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Trying to think.
To go back, guys. To go back.
Oh, dude, we talk about it every day in the store. There's like someone will bring a game in and trade it, or like ask about it, and it feels like yesterday that game came out to me because I can remember every minute.
Yeah. What's been
Like-
going on at the store? I miss coming in and hanging out with you guys
A
on
lot
Saturdays.
of moving stuff around, and Retro GameCon was
Yeah.
amazing. We had the inventory got a little low, so it's finally starting to build back up for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Made a ton. It was great. Best convention
awesome.
so far.
That's awesome.
What
What was the turnout at Retro GameCon? Like, do you know what the final numbers were for people?
It had to exceed 25,000, and
Wow.
because Saturday he sold out, which was 10,000 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday he almost sold out, so it had to be between 8 to 9,999 tickets.
Wow.
And then Friday he sold like 5 to 6,000 tickets.
Dang.
So it was a learning experience for everybody too. Like, it went smooth for the most part, but I know there were some things that happened that obviously could have been better, but that's every convention event anyone ever runs. Something could always be done better. It's not really your fault. Like, the big thing was, it was the Baldur's Gate people. So the line for those people was ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard about
people-
those lines. Like,
People were standing there. Someone was in line for
Hour long.
6.5 hours
Oh, fuck that.
to meet the one guy, and I'm like, you're gonna meet this dude. What's up, Nate? You're gonna meet this dude, right? You're gonna tell him your name and your life story. The minute you turn around, you're just person number 999 to this guy. He doesn't give a shit about you
Yeah.
at all. He gives a shit about you giving him your $300. That's all he cares about. You people are fucking crazy.
I would not wait 6.5 hours in line for anybody.
So one of the people waited longer than that, and she decided not to take her medicine.
Oh no.
So she like almost fainted, and she didn't try to sue the convention or anything. But Pat, the guy that runs it, he was even like, "Why the fuck would you not take your medicine?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's just the way those people are, man. Baldur's Gate fans are a different breed of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they say fighting game people are a different breed, dude. Baldur's Gate people are a different breed.
they like the bear.
They love the bear.
They love the bear.
They love that bear.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, the game's good. I did start playing it. I like it. I'm probably not going to finish it, in all honesty, just because of how long it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't grab me as much as other stuff has, but I think the game's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's Baldur's Gate. If you've ever played Baldur's Gate, you know what you're getting into.
Baldur's Gate. Do you remember the first Baldur's Gate?
Yep. Playing that shit. Dark
Dude,
Alliance.
I
2.
remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember my buddy Steve had. I think he unlocked pretty much everything, and he would import his character to my game, drop all the best armor and weapons or whatever, and then we'd be just like cruising through everything. And then I remember when Baldur's Gate 2 came out, and we played the shit out of that one. I was like, "This is awesome." But those were simpler times back then, you know. Now it's like,
Wait, when was
Now-
Baldur's Gate 2? Because, like, I remember seeing, like, the boxes in stores, but
I must have been in. I had to have been in maybe 9th grade, so that would have put me at. What was it? So probably 2003, 2004, maybe. Maybe.
it must have been
So-
at, like, Blockbuster, Redbox, like an older one to rent then.
Yeah.
Because I was a little one back then.
All I remember is my buddy Frank always picked whatever the gothic looking dude was, and I'd be like, he looked like a fish. Looked like a fish. And that was just like stuck with me for the rest of my life. I was like, dude, you pick the fish guy. Oh man.
God,
Yeah.
Blockbuster. You brought up Blockbuster.
I think the last one,
So many memories just triggered in my brain.
The last Blockbuster in the country just closed, I think.
It's a shame.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where my dad would get DVDs, bring them home, and burn them.
Yep.
Good times.
That and if you went to the one in Cicero, there was Movie Gallery across the street, or Hollywood Video or whatever.
Huh.
I used to rent Dead or Alive 4 from that place on repeat.
Oh man. Do you remember when Wegmans used to rent was the video
Price Chopper? I remember when all those places. It's always fun because people will leave rental stickers on stuff and they bring them in and I start laughing like, what's so funny? I'm like, dude, this has a Price Chopper sticker on. You know how long ago that shit was?
Dude, nothing will ever be coming home from school and being in like your mom or your dad being like, hey, let's go to Wegmans and you know what? Let's rent a game. Let's go to Blockbuster and rent a game for the weekend. You know what my dad and I used to do though? So like Blockbuster had this program where it was like if the game wasn't there, you could get like a rain check and which would be a free week rental.
Mm-hmm.
So any game like that I saw like there's no box behind it or whatever. Even if I had no interest in playing the game, I was like, you know what? It's gonna be free. Let me just bring it up there, see if they have a copy. If they don't have a copy, then I'm getting a free week game anyway. So I remember I did that once with NBA Street, and I was like, I have no interest in playing like an NBA game, but this game is gonna be free because there was no box or whatever. And they didn't have the game, so I got a free week, rental of it or whatever. The next week I went in there, and I remember I was like, fuck, I can't believe I didn't want to play this game. Like, NBA Street was so cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, this is awesome. You know what I mean? And, but they had it was such a cool program. You know? It was such a cool program. But I remember specifically, like, going in there and looking for games that were sold out, knowing that I was going to get free games off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hashtag bring back Blockbuster. Gone too soon.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Well, Vin, so what's the cadence of this going to be? Are we going to try and do this every week, every bi-weekly?
I was thinking of trying to start bringing it back bi-weekly.
Okay.
And then if it builds up to like it used to be, we could do it every week again.
Yeah.
Because there are, I would love to do it. There are new people among the community that I'd love to do the interview with again because I loved doing those. Those were so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jay, did we ever interview you? I don't remember. Did we ever get to interview you?
I think we did.
Did we?
I think so, yeah.
What's your dream fighting game? This fighting game will probably never come out, but if it did, you'd flip a script and you'd force everyone to play it.
Killer Instinct 2, Part 2, but people actually playing it.
Yeah, you definitely answered the questions already. Making sure.
Yeah.
I still think the best one was, I forget who brought it up, but the fucking, what was it, KI versus MK or KI tag team game?
Yeah, the KI tag game would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to put people on the spot again and just ask them 50 questions.
I'm good with doing this bi-weekly.
It'd be every Thursday still.
Thursdays are my Friday. Thursdays are my Fridays now because I have Thursday. All right, so I have Friday, Saturday, Sundays off.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now since I've moved, I'm definitely hit the sheets a lot earlier than I did. So like this is a little later, but 9 o'clock. This works. This works for me
Okay.
still. So
Good, because that's when it has to be, unless something
Yeah.
pops up.
So, but yeah, this definitely works for the schedule. I have tomorrow and Friday, Saturday, Sundays off every week. So,
Okay.
which is cool.
And
But
this Sunday, there is the weekly, Suns Weekly, and it was the only day I could get 4 people to come in and do Mario Party hot sets. So Mario Party hot sets is Sunday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, I
the
will
weekly,
not be there.
yeah. It's the only day I could get 4 people to agree to come play Mario Party, and I always said I was going to do it. So I just decided to do it. It is what it is.
yeah,
You know me, I don't
Love
like
it.
doing hot sets on weekends. I prefer weekdays.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see. So, is this the first weekly at Megaton?
No,
No,
it's
they've been there.
the
Okay, they've done it for a while.
second.
Okay.
Second one for
Yeah,
that, and then
second, because we had the monthly in between the original
Sweet.
weekly, and he's also done 2 Smash weeklies.
Okay.
The first Mortal Kombat weekly is today, but last I saw it was just Poseidon and Reggie going, and anime stuff is on Fridays. So that's tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta tune in. Tune in.
then Upstate Uproar is this weekend too. I know a lot of them are going up there Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, in Rochester.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's looking a lot better than last year. I know last year was a bit of a disaster,
Yeah.
at least from what I heard.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out.
He's got some big
show
sponsors
up for
backing
our
him this
stuff.
time, so it's well, the
Mhm.
sponsors he's got. I was like, damn. Okay. Guess
Yeah.
SNK even backed his event.
Sweet. Well, at some point, I'll make my way back up to Syracuse, and I'll be sure to let you guys know. Hopefully, it's around a time when there's a weekly or monthly or something like that. So, but until then, I guess we'll just make these community roundtables happen. This was fun.
It's definitely
Mhm.
happy to bring him back. Always fun just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullshitting. Love it. Love it.
It doesn't even have to be about fighting games anymore. Talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Or
All right. So
being little
bi-weekly.
gangsters.
Yeah, bi-weekly
The
Thursdays, unless it's a holiday like Thanksgiving, which is coming up quick. It's fucking already Thanksgiving.
Bro, I am in just a fucking time capsule right now. Like, I'm just between moving and work and just the fact that it's not cold where I'm at. I just like Thanksgiving doesn't even like I don't. But Thanksgiving's like what, next week, week after?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, week after.
Yeah, crazy. Hasn't even crossed my mind. So, but all right. Well, hey, cool. First episode back in the books.
Yep.
Sorry we couldn't play Call of Duty.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time when they release their next 80 gigabyte update. But you know what? It's all right.
For
It's
part
fun.
of the
We like
game that we're not ever gonna play.
it.
Fuckers.
Maybe we should get into it, Vinny. Maybe we should
I
do Warzone.
I tried and I don't care. It's like Fortnite. Like I can play like 2 or 3 games and then my brain just goes, I don't want to play this.
Just a couple of guys playing some Warzone, you know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But all right.
Figure it
Well,
out
I
like
did the
usual.
intro. Vinny, you take us out for the outro.
Alrighty. Good night and good luck.
Now, everybody, we'll see you later.
See ya.